What's going on, everybody? Brian here at the B-Dubs Movie Hub. And one thing I've been trying to do is work my way through more and more franchises. And as I work through them, I'm going to rank them. So today I've got one of my favorite franchises, and that is the Mission Impossible franchise. So sit tight and I'll give you my ranking on this really, really good franchise. It's hard to believe that the Mission Impossible franchise has been around for almost 30 years. It has spawned a total of 8 movies, going back all the way to 1996 with the first Mission Impossible up until just last weekend when Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning came out. I did check it out. I went to theaters last Saturday, watched it. I absolutely loved it. I wasn't going to do a full review on that. I just wanted to kind of just do a ranking of the franchise. So let's get into it. Like I said, there's 8 movies in this franchise. I honestly feel like if you asked anybody to rank all 8 movies, you're never going to get the same list. There's so many different styles and tastes. But for me, the franchise is nearly perfect. And I'm going to say nearly perfect because there is one film in the franchise that just did not stand up to the rest. It almost felt out of place. It was a different movie. It was a different style than all of the others. So at number 8, I'm going with Mission Impossible 2, directed by John Woo. It's got Tom Cruise obviously in it. He's in all 8 of them. We get Ving Rhames back in this one, Thandie Newton, and it just, I don't know, John Woo took the helm on this one, and it was just a different style. The slow motion scenes just really kind of killed it for me a little bit. I love the story. I think there's a really good story with this movie. You get your regular spy thriller with them, trying to bring down the bad guy. But for me, I just think the slow motion scenes were very out of place in this franchise. This is a very action packed series here, and the slow motion scenes just seemed out of place and just were a little weird. So I put Mission Impossible 2 in 8th place. I'm not going to necessarily go through my star ratings here. Whatever. I gave it 3.5 stars, and to be honest with you, it's probably closer to a 4. I had it at a 4 originally. I knocked it down half a star, but it's still a good movie. It's just the one that kind of set apart from the rest, just in the overall style of it. There's really good action in it. The motorcycle scenes are fantastic. But yeah, for me, the slow motion kind of killed this one for me a little bit. So Mission Impossible 2 in 8th place. All right, so after Mission Impossible 2, that's kind of where I struggled with ranking the rest of these. When I said this was a nearly perfect franchise, I gave every single movie except for Mission Impossible 2 5 stars on Letterboxd. I absolutely love these movies. I think they're so much fun. So kind of figuring out the best way to rank them for me ended up being a little tough. I put my ranking up on Letterboxd earlier in the week, and I already made one change to it. And even up until right before I started recording this, I was about to make another one. I was going to move the 7th place one up a bit, but I talked myself out of it. And I might get a little flack for this because I feel like this is probably number 1 on a lot of people's rankings. But in number 7, I'm going with Rogue Nation. Again, the movie is awesome. There's nothing wrong with this movie. It's 5 stars for me. I absolutely love it. It's got a great cast with Cruise and Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg. You got Jeremy Renner back in this one. He made an appearance in just 2 of the movies, but he's back. You get introduced to Rebecca Ferguson's character in Ilsa. You got Sean Harris as the villain, a really fantastic villain. But for me, I don't know. This was a really hard franchise to rank, and unfortunately, I had to put something at 7. And just going through the rest of these, I put this one in 7th place. Oh god, it's hard to do that, right? Because it's such a phenomenal movie and it's so good. Also, I love the artwork. I'm not talking about really the physical media here, but I love the steelbook artwork on most of these. They came out with this style for the first 6 movies. Unfortunately, the Dead Reckoning Part 1 didn't get it, but I'll show that one off in a little bit. But anyway, I put Rogue Nation at number 7 on the list, and I'm sure I'm going to hear some shit for it, so have at it. That's fine. Like I said, this is just my list. I love these movies. It's still 5 stars. It's still awesome. It's still fantastic. But I ranked some other ones ahead of this one here. All right, in 6th place, I went with Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. This is the 4th movie in the franchise. Again, I think this one, you'll probably see this at number 1 on a lot of people's lists. For me, I put it at 6. Again, it's a great movie. Tom Cruise is fantastic in it. We get Ving Rhames back here. Simon Pegg is back in this one. We get introduced to Jeremy Renner and his character, as well as Paula Patton in this one. It's just really fun. A lot of great scenes in this one as well. The whole Dubai Tower scene is fantastic. It's just so much fun. But yeah, I went with Ghost Protocol here at number 6. Again, I really like these steelbooks here. That's the back. I didn't show the back off on the other ones, but yeah, I think again you'll see this at number 1 on some people's lists. I put it at number 6. Don't kill me, please. But yeah, that's Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol at number 6. All right, at number 5, I went with the newest one in the franchise, and that is Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I saw it last weekend. I had such a blast with that. I thought it was a really fun movie. Again, Tom Cruise is in it. Ving Rhames is back. Simon Pegg is back. We get Haley Atwell back, and as she was introduced in Dead Reckoning Part 1, as well as Esai Morales as the villain, and also Pom Klementieff is back. I think I'm pronouncing her last name right. Henry Czerny, I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right, but he's back as Kittredge. Obviously, he was in the very first movie and then reappeared in Dead Reckoning as well. We also get another familiar face in the movie. I'm not going to spoil who it is. Check it out if you haven't seen the movie. It was like an aha moment. I thought it was a fantastic callback. We do get some other callbacks to Part 3, and I'm not going to spoil what they are, but it's just nice to see certain things kind of get wrapped up within the Final Reckoning here. So again, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is number 5 on my list. And then at number 4 on my list, I'm going with Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, which is not really Part 1 anymore since they changed the name of the last movie to The Final Reckoning. So in this one, Cruise, Pegg, Rhames are all back. We get introduced to Haley Atwell's character. Rebecca Ferguson is back as Ilsa as well. So again, overall, amazing cast. That's one thing that I think that was kind of stayed consistent throughout, was just how good the cast was. Yeah, that the cast members change up throughout the entire series, but really movie to movie, outside of Tom Cruise and Ving Rhames, who appear in all 8 movies. I know Ving Rhames is uncredited in Ghost Protocol, but he does make an appearance, so I consider him in every single movie. But outside the 2 of them, just really the cast that they've been brought in, even the ones that didn't really stay around, were all really, really good. This was one of my favorite movies of 2023. I didn't get a chance to see it in theaters. I picked it up on the Steelbook. I was a little bummed that this didn't match the rest of, the designs, but I figured that was going to happen. The newest one's probably not going to match this one, so I may or may not have that pre-ordered already. But yeah, this is such a fun movie. The base jump scene is fantastic. The Oriental Express scene with the train is just one of the most fun scenes, I think, in the franchise altogether. It was really, really fantastic. And just a really fun movie. I really, really enjoyed Dead Reckoning Part 1. So that's number 4 on my ranking list. All right, we're into the top 3 now. And at number 3, I went with Mission Impossible 3. I probably could have put this a little higher, to be honest with you. I absolutely love this movie. It was a far better film from Mission Impossible 2. I think this kind of went back to the roots of the first one a little bit. It wasn't as, no slow motion, but super action packed. I think Tom Cruise, this might be one of his best performances in the entire franchise, I think. Um, I just feel like his emotion, and they give him a love interest in Michelle Monaghan. I absolutely love the entire storyline of Ethan Hunt and the character of Julia, and it's just such a great movie. But outside of Tom Cruise's performance, Philip Seymour Hoffman is my favorite villain in the entire franchise. I absolutely loved him in this movie. He was so good. Uh, Fantastic actor. Another one that we kind of lost way too soon. But yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffman as Owen Davian is just so good. There's a little funny scene when Ethan Hunt kind of assumes the character of Owen Davian.
What's up?
Nothing. What's up with you?
Nothing.
I don't know why that scene always makes me laugh, but I really thought it was funny. So Mission Impossible 3 is number 3 on my list. It's just such a fantastic movie. Again, I feel like I probably could have put it a little higher, but my top 2 are my top 2. So, and with number 2, I went with Mission Impossible Fallout. Such a good movie. It's so fun. Tom Cruise, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg. You get Rebecca Ferguson back in this one. Henry Cavill's in it. Alec Baldwin's in it. I'm looking at the cover to see if I think I got everybody on the main ones there. But just a really awesome movie. You get Michelle Monaghan back as Julia toward the end of the movie. I thought it was a nice little touch there. Didn't really think that was going to happen after she made a small appearance in Ghost Protocol. But really awesome movie in Fallout. I think this is number 1 on a lot of people's lists. My steelbook's got a little dent in it. But yeah, I went with Fallout at number 2 here. Again, I probably could have put Mission Impossible 3, but this one's just so much fun. Really great movie. Henry Cavill is really good in this. I was kind of surprised at how good he was in this movie. But yeah, just all around another fun one with Fallout. And that brings me to Mission Impossible 1 in my number 1 spot. And I mean, that was 1996. I was 16 years old, thereabouts, when this came out, depending on what time of year it came out. But I absolutely loved this movie when it came out. It's probably one of my favorites from 1996. It's different than the rest of the franchise. It's just an old school spy thriller. Really good cast with, Tom Cruise, Ving Rhames, Jon Voight, Jean Reno. Emilio Estevez has like a small role at the beginning. Just a really classic spy thriller with the first one. And yeah, I had to put this one at number 1. I feel like my top 3 could have gone any which way, but I really wanted to put this one at number 1 just because it's just so classic and just such a great movie. And I'm not going to say to put Tom Cruise on the map. I mean, he's been around forever. All his great movies in the 80s, but this franchise is just so much fun, and this one started off, so I had to put this one in my first position. But yeah, this whole franchise is just so good. Like I said, it's nearly perfect in my heart. I love even part 2. I love all of them. I just couldn't give part 2 that perfect score, but every other movie in the franchise I gave 5 stars. That may seem crazy. Everyone's gonna have different opinions on these movies. That's just my opinion. It's one of my favorite franchises, and I absolutely loved every single movie here. So that is it. Let me know down in the comments below, how would you rank all 8 movies in the Mission Impossible franchise? I hope you guys liked the video. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this out with your movie loving friends. on Letterboxd, Instagram, and Facebook. I will put the link in the description below to all those social media platforms. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.